Greetings, Sacred Metaphysical Sisters, YouTubers, and Craft Thrifty Goddesses. Today is Craft Magic, dealing with paper, homemade paper. I'm going to show you some of the uses and purposes of making your own homemade paper. So with that, it's an introduction to my new site called craftthriftygoddess.com, which is a site for the goddesses, up-and-coming goddesses, to learn to get in tune with the goddess nature. And the best way to get in touch with your goddess self is to create. And what better way to create than to go back to your childhood and do crafts? That is one of the most divine and inspirational ways to get in touch with your goddess self. Learn to create, get messy, make something, just come up with a crazy idea and just invent it. So join me on Craft Thrifty Goddess, and I also have sacredmetaphysics.com. These are for the solo practitioners or those coming into themselves and who have outgrown traditional religions, who have outgrown organizational thinking, and who want to just be around other sisters discovering their own individual path. So join me on those sites. We'll be looking for you. So with that, this is homemade paper, and I'll tell you the benefits. Basically, the basic benefit is recycle. During the week, during the month, during the year, I'm sure you, like me, accumulate paper after paper, newspaper after newspaper, junk mail after junk mail, after children bringing papers home, stuff from your job. You have boxes of papers that you don't know what to do with. So if you have a metaphysical craft, or if you have a practice, or even, there's basic uses that are not dealing in metaphysics that you can use it for as well. You can use them as gift cards. You can make you can cut them in little pieces and write little nice inscriptions using a calligraphy pen, or using gold leaf to decorate it, or gold or metallic looking pens to make it look fancy. You can dress it up and attach them to your gifts, to put little envelopes for thank you cards. You can also bind them together for your own personalized journals. Get a hole puncher, punch some holes in them, get a little thread or like a little wire binding, bind each one together. Or also you can make your affirmation cards on them. So really, the uses are endless as your imagination is. So I'm going to show you a little examples of the different papers I've made. This one, I blended and I put parsley to get the little earthy look. See a little parsley in there. And if you want to add a little color, I don't know if you can tell, this is a little light green. Add a little color in that one too. But this is more of a darker green than that one. I added, just get little pieces of construction paper, blend it in with the white paper, and it gives you the different color shades to work with. So this is a green. And you have your rough edges, but if you have one of those paper cutters, you can always cut that out and smooth it out. Or if you just want the earthy look, you can leave it. And I wrote that on there to show how easy it is to write on this. So you can see it is excellent. You can still write on it. And this one is made out of newspapers. So here's 3 types of papers that you can make. Then you can also cut them, little cards, make them smaller. You can make little envelopes out of them, punch little holes in it, and make them smaller and make little thank you cards, etc. But I just thought that was a cool idea because I have tons and tons of paper that I have to throw away, shred, recycle, and you can just, throw away, shred, or, you can send them to the recycler. Or you can recycle them yourself. Instead of buying new paper, buying new journals, you can make your own. If you're in tune with your craft thrifty goddess. So what else you need? Certain tools you'll need. Here's a few. This one is the actual thing where you make the shape of the paper. Now I made this, but you can purchase these at paper shops or crafting stores, you know, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, look at those places. But I took an old picture frame, as you can see. Then I got the screen material and I pulled it tight on there, and I hammered it. You can also use a staple gun, which will probably give you a tighter fit. You know, but I hammered that on there. And when you see the clips, you'll see how it's done. And then also you'll need a sponge and like some sort of towel or sheet that you can do the paper on. And because the theory is all of the pulp and stuff will be in here, and then it'll be soaking wet, and as you're drying it, you're going to use the sponge to lightly dry it when it's wet. And then you slowly like flip it over onto your towel and then like kind of pat it out gently so it doesn't break up. And then as you pat it out gently, you'll leave it on the towel, let it dry. And while it's drying on the towel, I'll show you. You're going to take your sponge and just gently soak up any excess water off of the wet pulp. It's pretty much like pulp until it dries. And then when you're doing that, you can also use a blow dryer, put a fan on it, you know, and as it dries. Or you could put another sheet on top of it and iron it to make it dry a little faster. So, check out the clips on the steps on how to make it.
I breathe and breathe, and as I breathe it out, I release the negative baggage and doubt. I'm all I need, on air I fly, breathing my ancestors that float on high. No mother or son, I'll call on you. When I am lost, show me what to do. I am your daughter eternally. Wisdom flow so I can see. I float and fly, my cares away. Mentally manipulating my course, my day. So breathe, just breathe. So breathe, just breathe. Breathe, as I breathe it out, I release the negative baggage and doubt. I'm all I need, on air I fly, breathing my ancestors that float on high. Your mother all said,
Get back in touch with your inner goddess with Craft Magic at craftthriftygoddess.com.
Wisdom flow through so I can see. I float and fly, my cares away. Mentally manipulating my course, my day.